In a world where culture shifting no longer requires you to have your capital in the culture that you want to shift towards, one man had a dream to abuse this change in culture mechanics into an exploit. And thus, the mostly useless but nevertheless technically kind of an exploit to do with culture shifting was born. So, these days, as long as you have 50% or more of your development of the culture that you want to swap to, you can just click the button to go change your primary culture. You don't have to worry about moving your capital anymore, which is lovely because it doesn't cost admin, which is of course the most precious kind of mana. Now, how can we use this to our benefit? Well, of all the tag formation decisions that are out there, Paradox have been very rigorous in removing when you form the nation, all of their provinces drop out of the HRE if you are an elector or an emperor. Bonus, except for England. England still have when you form England, all the provinces fall out of the HRE. Now, this means if you could repeatedly form England, you could repeatedly have your provinces fall out of the HRE, and every single time you could go around and you could click to add them, earn imperial authority, click to add them, gain imperial authority, and cheese through the reforms. Now, how would we go about repeatably forming England? Well, ideally we would repeatedly form England and then form someone else, and then England and then someone else. And, well, what do you know, but right next to England there's another nation that you can form that is a reformable nation. You can keep forming them again and again, in the form of France. So, if, as England, we have balanced our takings, which isn't even actually that hard, because if you take all of the Francian cores versus all of the English cores, aside from Bourbon, then the numbers line up pretty much right anyway. So you don't have to do fancy things like unstating some of these or increasing the development terribly much to get this balance just right. You can do this. Change to Francian. Form France. And yes, I think the French ideas are a bit better, but whatever. Then, oh look, we can swap back to being English. We can form England and have all our provinces fall out of the HRE. Then we can go through again, add them all. You get the idea. Cheese through a reform. Swap back to being French. Decide, nah, we actually really wanted to be English. And repeat and repeat and repeat. And every time for 100 Diplo, you get to earn, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 or so imperial authority. Considering that you need 50 to pass a reform, 2 clicks is more or less a reform. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That one's basically the one you really want to get up to, or maybe revoke. So for the investment of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 1,000 Diplo, which is not trivial, you can get basically all the way done. Once you get this disallow internal HRE wars, the ticking imperial authority from just having peace within the empire is generally sufficient to get the rest of the way unless you have a very early reformation. So, ta-da! You have witnessed and beheld and now understand how to abuse chain reforming nation, or chain reforming, not reforming in the sense of the religion, but reforming in the sense of becoming that nation through the act of forming that nation again and again and again, to your advantage. I hope you've enjoyed this mostly academic, but nevertheless technical exploit, and that you can find some use for it in your own campaigns. Bye-bye.